Okay, I am back. There is a big war going on. Who is Brunswick fighting? Austria, Brandenburg... Oh, that's still that fight. Yes, I will give you access to that. I will give you all access to this. I really don't want to see Brandenburg getting smashed too hard, but I would love to see Austria getting smashed. Alright, non-pause. Managua is self-sustaining. That is awesome. I would love to ramp up the amount of gold you're producing as well. That's actually kind of expensive. 51. Alright, I'm going to... I need a colonist. Where are the colonists? Oh, I do have one. Yeah, I thought as much. Send one here. Hopefully that cuts the French off, and I can just stick one there and they won't try and cut me off by sticking a colony in between us, because that would just be annoying. Okay, good. Good. Christian Huygens. The Wealth of the Nations was the first great work in a political economy and the cornerstone of what would later become known as laissez-faire. Christian Huygens was introduced the concept of the invisible hand, an intrinsic ability of a system of perfect liberty to control itself and still give rise to an orderly society through the mechanism of competition. I'm pretty sure that was Adam Smith, not Christian Huygens, but it's just funny that it's him. So we can gain prestige, which we have lots of already, and diplotech cost reduction, or we can gain stability, which we do definitely need. That will help with the rebels. We still have +3. Why do we have so much? Oh, of course, the tulip crisis. That's what's been causing all of these problems. Good God, this save is so strange. Shh, everyone, Mordred's back. Let's stop talking to him. Yeah, Austria is a pretty strong barrier between the Ottomans and the rest of the West, but I mean, the Ottomans haven't had an amazing game. The Mamluks have done a fairly good job containing them, and the Timurids also. Huygens' Wealth of Nations is a well-known book, clearly. Well, in this game it is. So now we have a double Prussia. Well, we have a Brandenburg and a Prussia, because yeah, the Teutons formed Prussia. Then vassalize both and make them both marches. I keep finding these around the house, so please take them. Thank you, Fishy. Appreciate that. Any bits are good bits. Ooh, national decision. Establish Sunday schools. Missionary strength increase. Alright. I do have policies that I could enact. Land leader fire is only really good if I'm going to be hiring soldiers. Well, actually, yes, I already do have a military policy. I only have one free policy of each type. There was no admin one, right? That's Diplo, that's admin. No, because I'm still waiting to finish trade ideas before I can get that. Okay, fair enough. Right, back over here. Are we done with the rebels? No. Right, let's move you here. It looks like the rebels are coming for us. So if we can find a good place to fight them, then we will lose less troops. This is all coastals. Like, none of this is really going to matter. Oh, come on, just show me where the bloody rebels are. Not here, apparently. Oh, we're getting ready for a fight. Did Ming explode? No. No, they did not. Close to enforcing demands, that would be the Makassari separatists. I am fighting them right now. And they got to me first, so that's fine. Following terms, Austria... Oh, Papal States will be forced to give Austria money. So yeah, they're definitely losing that fight. Alright, you stay here. Separate. Split even. One of you stays there. One of you goes there. One of you goes there. One of you goes there. And there we go. Problems are solved. Ten Hag. Ceylon still needs that. And I'm waiting for the cause to finish in Narman so I can build a fort there as well. Alright, provinces are being returned to us. Which is exactly what I was after. And Austria is once again the HRE. I'm actually a little surprised by that, considering the amount of aggressive expansion they have. Yes, because there's no one really unified against them, except maybe for Oldenburg. Genoa's trade league is disbanded. Okay, so our armies are here combined. And it doesn't look like we have any of these guys about to fire. That was my other general who just died. Okay, so at this point I'm half tempted to get the fire guy because I'm about to roll some generals. I don't want to be too crazy. No, I'm not going to. Also, these guys need to be named. This can be Hasselhofster. Who's actually not terrible. And will be commanding the Dutch Home Guard. Okay. Right, the other thing I do need to do is improve relations with Brabant. But that doesn't necessarily need to be done right now. If someone wants to try and support their independence, then they are welcome to try. Discontent Zone by Kilwa. I need to go and kill Kilwa. Right, next rebels are, surprisingly enough, the ones next to Kilwa. That's an interesting coincidence. Do I have a CB against them? I do. What? How have my colonial nations got CBs against Kilwa? I mean, I appreciate your interest in taking them down a peg or three. Oh, it's the gold. Yeah, it's the gold. They've just... they fabricated claims on the 2 gold provinces. Fair enough. Mordred, I think your CBs are the colonies claiming gold provinces in Kilwa, yeah. I remember Florida claiming on me when I was playing as Mysore. So, yeah. It's exactly that. New, how was it? No, that was the Maywar game. New Vlaanderen treasure fleet has arrived. Still making me some lovely, lovely money. Muskogee Uprising. I mean, that's in territory owned by my minions. Before I go to war, are there any wars that you guys would like to get into? New Holland versus Florida? I'm actually relatively thinking about sanctioning that one. Gelderland could go after the British West Indies. The British West Indies aren't amazingly strong. But I have seen how badly Gelderland does firsthand. And then Vlaanderen wants to go after New Gelderland. No, you're not going to do that. It's actually extremely tempting. Because I can't imagine that the British West Indies are going to be that strong, not outnumbered as they are hideously by us. You have 12,000 men. You have got Karabas separatists that could come out. There would be quite a few of them. There are 70%. And they do have more troops than you do. But I could send my own rebel-busting forces to go and assist you with this. I can also send you money to directly help you with it as well. If you had one more province, then you could go after Huron and take quite a significant chunk of territory. Oh, that's all in Canada. Well, in that case, I could go and take over Huron, and then Stadacona would become a Canadian province. Canadian colony. And I'd quite like that, because that would mean another merchant once they get to 10 cities. So I've never played as the Netherlands. Looks like you're basically a less pretentious Britain in this game. Yeah, pretty much. The Dutch and the British do play very similar games, but you don't have the protection of an island. What you do have is an insanely wealthy area. Except for northern Italy. No, actually, northern Italy and the Low Countries are probably roughly on par in terms of value. And because there's just so many farmlands up here, you can really upgrade to... Yeah, the next Diplotech is an important one. At that point I can really start to spam out more ships. Sorry, sudden switch of thinking there. Alright, here comes the coalition. No more wars. I need to just sit here and build up manpower and also kill rebels. Kazan are having internal conflicts. Influenza, quarantine. Where's my spanking army right now? You're over there. Right, I was going to go for Kilwa, but now I can't because problems. Self-sustaining, excellent. Memmingen, coalitioned. I think that your work here is done, so I have a free colonist. I think that I need to double down on this area. Lenap has entered into the coalition. Oh, I was too late in declaring war on them. Curses. Munster. It actually looks like the parliamentarians might win this civil war. This is the English Civil War, by the way. Frankfurt. Question for you, which is better? Parliament or Dutch government? Dutch government. Massively. Right. You need to upgrade. Oh, hell yes, I'm ahead of time in military. And also admin. Alright, that's excellent. Because those are also new infantry units. So, decision time. Reform Tercio. They are very good when you are low on manpower. However, they don't have the killing power of some of the other units. Gustavian infantry have 100% of the killing power. They are also pretty good on the morale front. Or the Highlanders infantry, which are less fire, same shock as Gustavians, but they murder enemy morale. So really this is between Gustavian and Reformed Tercio, because I don't really care about killing enemy morale. I have extra fire damage. This has got to be Gustavians. We have decent morale thanks to my land tradition and also the amount of drill that I've done. Speaking of drill, you guys need to be drilling. And yeah, good. Let's do that. I don't know what you need military access for, but I will accept. Taranaki, self-sustaining. Does this form? New Zealand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're still creating Waitaha. Once we've got that, then yes, they will have. Alright, so I have another colony that I can place somewhere. And I need to decide where. I mean, I could place it down here, which would allow me to finish off Colombia. I think it's got to be, really. Let's cut the French off. French Colombia and my Colombia are going to have issues, so I need to keep half an eye on that. Hey, Dana. How come Dutch Oceania isn't called New Zealand? It will be. The colony hasn't formed yet. That's just the territory name. Right, so we defeated the rebels. That is good. I'm actually losing money. What? Liège are in the coalition? Nobody dangerous yet. Although Liège separatists are dangerous, so hang on, let me just go and stop you drilling. Saxony are in. Saxony... still not dangerous. This is a lot of OPMs. We've retaken the colony down here. Core province in Henegouwen. That's the separatist uprising. I will help you deal with that. Because I think I'm done over here in Africa. Now, because I personally don't want to get involved in any of these wars, I need to be acting through my minions in doing this. Gelderland versus West Indies, go. Holland versus Florida. Do I think you can win against Florida? Florida is more united. They might have more wealth. It kind of depends on how much Spain's been investing in them. You do have 20,000 men, and you are right next to Florida right now. Then, yes, I'm going to sanction your doing that. I'm going to give you another 200 ducatses. I'm going to say, yo, Florida needs to die. Fingers crossed, this could horribly backfire. Right, so where are these Liège separatists going to appear? Narman. This is why Narman really needs a fort. Tariffs too high. People in the colonies think that the prices of goods are too high. They blame the inflated prices on our tariffs and demand they are lowered. Well, none of you are really in a position to complain about this. This is Nieuw-Vlaanderen. Nieuw-Vlaanderen has a liberty desire of 0. So, better show them who rules the colonies and increase the tariffs. Booyah! Make me... Wow, that was a... That's one hell of an increase. Crikey. Native assimilation. Kilwa's embargoing me, that's fine. I don't think I'd do anything through Zanzibar. 32% tariff, 32 and then 13 for New Holland. I mean, you especially are quite wealthy. Oh no, you only actually make 1 ducat a month, and that's with my subsidies. 3 ducats, 4 ducats. New Holland makes the most. I wish I could make proper colonies outside of the New World. Yeah, I was really hoping when they were redoing the trade companies that they were going to make trade companies into colonies, because that would just make so much more sense. There were semi-autonomous entities that were loosely tied to the state. More so than these colonies, I would say. But they chose a different route, which is fine. I mean, it still works. But there are mods you can use to do that. What's my income from trade now? 101 ducats, which I think is actually a bit lower than sometimes. Do I still have overextension? Yeah, not a huge amount. Is Britain stealing more? No, not really. I'm pushing more money into the Netherlands than ever before. Oh, it's because of the tulip thing. Yeah, Burghers are upset, which is also reducing my trade efficiency by 30%, which is huge. So once the Burghers are happy again, we'll be fine. Ondaga, you should be able to deal with them. Ostfriesland has finally built its bastion. Excellent. And here's the Diplo. And also, oh, there was another 20% trade efficiency from being ahead of time in Diplo as well, which I'd forgotten to add. So there we go. Now the money should start to add up. And we are still way behind in our purchase power, so we will start building some more light ships. 1 ducat left. Trade protections against Great Britain, so they are trying to privateer me. I don't blame them. Like, privateering the Netherlands right now is very much worthwhile. New Vlaanderen really has quite a large military. It's impressive. Portugal's having a civil war. Portugal's just not had a good game. They've really not had a good game. I've got 500 admin already. And I'm well ahead of time. This might be time for some development soon. Bohemia will renounce their claims on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Austria and Bohemia will form a union. So Austria has just become even freaking stronger. They still want an alliance. I mean, oh, well, I've taken the provinces I want from the HRE, actually. It was Brabant that was really stopping that agreement. So yes, I will ally with you again, Austria. I'm sorry I ever doubted you. Don't hurt me. And now I can start squaring up against France, because I still want these provinces. That's all part of the Greater Netherlands, and therefore rightfully mine. Royal marriage. Marrying into the Habsburgs, this isn't dangerous. I mean, really, the main reason that I was pissed with Austria is because they wouldn't let me attack Brabant. I was able to attack Brabant, I captured it, it's mine. I'm now happy with them. Heathens in high places. The clergy have long objected to the use of heathens in high positions. When Ganamas Uba was made a military engineer, they objected loudly, and their objections have not grown any less adamant over time. Well, boo-hoo. All other Christian countries will dislike this. They already hate me. What difference is there? Naaman's been caught. Right, so Naaman needs 3 more development. And it needs a level Wait, I can do level 6 forts now. I can do level 6 forts now. Well, alright then. Well, we'll start with the level 4, so we need to save up a bit of cash to do that. Especially because that was likely to happen. I should go and check on the minions to see how they're doing. You can head back to here and start drilling again. Because I suspect that is going to be it for rebels for the time being. Yep, pretty much. Alright, so I want you to start getting just regular old infantry. So I'm going to go ahead and fire them. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Need to build you up. Alright, let's take a look. You are being completely trashed by rebels. I can actually help you with that, that's fine. Focus on defeating... No! Again! How do I keep getting that wrong? God damn it! I can't imagine that's me, because I'm usually pretty good at loading units onto ships. It's kind of my thing. That's really frustrating. Now I can use the great German hammer against the French pig dogs. Exactly. Well, once I've gotten rid of the coalition, I mean, I do have a coalition forming against me. A grand total of 6 provinces are slightly miffed with how I've handled things. Election. So this is another choice between the Statists and the Orangists. Statist 063 becomes ruler. I mean, we are quite far ahead in terms of admin, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. Or we can get a 553. I would very much like you in power. A 563. Excellent. Now, I really wish there was more ways of manipulating this. I could have sworn there used to be. Like, you'd spend like 50 military or something to push it one way or the other. Like, now there's almost no change here, except for when the elections happen. Because I would like to keep him in power. Alright, where are you? Still on your way. Royal marriage from Austria. Oh yeah, of course, we just changed ruler. Yes, in that case, yes please. Right, another question. Denmark's conquering Sweden. See, Sweden, you shouldn't have abandoned your alliances. Well, you are fighting against Vinland, so you're kind of doomed. Protect trade, Lübeck. That's probably worth checking, actually. There is quite a lot of money leaving Caribbean right now, which I would like to stop. Wait, why are you going... Oh, you're going direct to the English Channel. Well, you're going to the North Sea. I'm actually going to feed you up to the North Sea. Yeah, that just hasn't reset. Unless England is really doing that much. But England doesn't have a merchant here, so that's unlikely. And Norway's helping me pull it north. That should be 100%. Yeah, there it is. You're going through there. You're sailing into the North Sea, and North Sea is then going into Lübeck. Lübeck, I'm then pulling it out of Lübeck. Pulling 21 when I'm putting in 30. And forcing it into Holland. So it's going one step further. Actually, technically, 1, 2, 3 steps further to get here. So I do still need to continue expanding my control over Lübeck more. I might well need to go after Denmark proper. So to that end, I'm going to change Muscovy to Denmark as a rival. I really don't care about Muscovy. Like, we've had nothing to do with each other. Now, Denmark, I 100% want to embargo you, because I suspect you're embargoing me. Norway is. Denmark actually isn't. And Denmark's embargoes hurt. But I need to do this now. to embargo, and I'm currently embargoing Muscovy, which I don't need to be. Revoke that embargo. Right, am I embargoing all three? I am. Good. Oh, that's why Kill was embargoing me, it's because I'm embargoing them. Establish penal colony in Timaru. Unrest, but you get more settler increase. Yeah, let's do that. You have arrived here, meanwhile. Load you onto the ships. Send you out to sea. You are indeed going to sea. Let's sail here. Okay. Meanwhile, Florida is actually getting occupied. You have 20,000 men, he has 13. Yeah, you should be able to win that fight. Devastation. Unfortunate. And I can now build the fort in Narman. We will need to upgrade those to level 6s, sooner rather than later. I also need to improve the size of your standing force. Do I have any other edicts set? No. We're 100% on trade. Okay, so the other thing I can be doing, actually, thinking about this, is I could be stating in Africa. I have a lot of free states. It would increase quite dramatically the amount of money I'm making. Is this game up on YouTube? I'd need to catch up on this mess. Yeah, and it's probably one of the best series I've ever done. Like, you think things are bad now? Oh boy, watch like the first 15 episodes or so. It is one hell of a roller coaster. Really worth seeing, even if I do say so myself. 100% worth seeing, so yeah, go check out the YouTube, which Dan has just very kindly linked. Yeah, I think I am going to start stating Africa. I did say I was going to go pretty heavy on Africa. I am going to do so. That's not Africa. That's Africa. Oh, mission. Conquer new states. Have at least 5 states. Really? I've only just gone beyond 4 states. State maintenance goes down, harsh treatment cost goes up. Cool. Assemble an army. Have an army equal to or larger than 80,000. What's my force limit nowadays? 75. Okay. And I do also need to build more ships. And I also need to do a bunch of coring. And a bunch of converting. That is another thing I can now do. Right. So how's your autonomy in these places? It is really bad. So we need to go and work on reducing your autonomy.